Well, Steve Arts 89. Well, there was a rumor that Buffy was coming back, that they were basically doing another series. And it actually seemed official, and I got a little bit excited for a moment. And I tuned into someone on YouTube, one of their videos, and it's just basically an audio book. I mean, it's apparently official. It's basically an audio series. I'm like, that doesn't count. That's really no different from an audio book. And there's plenty of Star Trek books which were read by the actors that were supposedly sort of not canon, but yeah, it doesn't really mean anything, because if they do go ahead and do an actual Buffy series, they're just going to say this is not canon because it's audio, it's not live action. So yeah, really disappointed. Just really disappointed. I actually thought, oh my god, they're going to do a revival or a series, because there had been talk of a reboot, but the fans all had a hissy fit because the younger audience didn't care about all the times, other franchises like Star Trek and Star Wars have been rebooted, but they didn't want their Buffy rebooted, and they were going to race swap the lead, and they all freaked out about that. All these progressive people freaked out about that. So yeah, it was a bit of a dumpster fire and didn't happen. But and part of the problem with Buffy is very of its time. It's very much a coming of age story for teenagers, and that I don't think the studios believe that they can sort of find lightning in a bottle, and the new fans won't follow a new Buffy show, because they can't redo that. These people have grown. They grew with Buffy. They went through that. That's part of the sort of what worked about Buffy, but that they can't sort of just recreate that or keep redoing that. They can't just, I guess, just bring in young Slayers and keep doing the same stories over and over again. It's just not really going to work. So yeah, they're just doing this audio story where Spike is apparently going to become a watcher for a new Slayer, and Sarah Michelle Gellar is having nothing to do with it. Most of the other actors are appearing, but again, it's just an audio book. It's just an audio book. It's just a mini-series audio book, basically. So I'm just disappointed that they're not really committing to an actual series. They're not putting the money down and actually building sets and getting the actors to appear in person and filming, a live-action show. That is a sequel to Buffy. That is a continuation of Buffy. This is just fan fiction. This is just an audio book. Yeah, they're saying it's official, but, they said the countdown, comics for the Star Trek movies were canon, and then Picard came out and, removed them and said they weren't canon anymore. So it really doesn't matter. Unless it's actually on the screen, that's canon. So yeah, so disappointing, because I actually thought, oh wow, they're going to do a new Buffy, and it's like, no, they're not. But they tried really hard to make it sound like an actual series, like they were actually committing and actually putting the money into doing, another series, but they're just not. So that's it. There's really not much more to say. Disappointing. I'm not going to listen to it, just like I don't listen to the audio books of the novels. I don't read the Buffy novels and the extended universe stuff. The show technically did continue in comic form for a couple of seasons, but again, comic, not live action, not real, wasn't taken seriously. But technically counts, but only until they do something new on screen and then say, it doesn't count because it's only a comic. We've done that before. We can't be fooled twice. They did that to us with Star Trek, and we're not falling for it with Buffy. But yeah, I'm gonna go.